Hello students, I'm teacher Anuja from the Wave Private School. Today we are going to learn about sulfur. This topic is for grade 10. You will find this topic on page number 258 from Cambridge IGCSE Chemistry course book. Let us proceed with our chapter. In this chapter, we are going to see the sources of sulfur, uses of sulfur, how sulfur is used to make sulfur dioxide, and further we are going to see the uses of sulfur dioxide. Let us first see the sources of sulfur. Sulfur is mostly found in the USA, Mexico, and Poland. It is byproduct of petroleum and natural gas. Its atomic number is 16 and its symbol is S. So students, you can see this image. So this image is of sulfur. Its appearance is in yellow color. Okay? And it is found in its elemental form. Okay? And its byproduct is from petroleum and natural gas. Let us see what are the uses of sulfur. Sulfur is used in making sulfuric acid, which is very important chemical used in many industries. On the other hand, it is also used in making rubber tires, which are more flexible, where the rubber is heated with sulfur. So students, you know the tires of car, huge truck, and also of bicycle, those tires are made of rubber. Those are rubber tires. Before it is used, they are first heated with sulfur. Why it is heated with sulfur? To make it move easily. Because it has the property of flexible. Flexible means easily movable. Next we will see how the sulfur is used to make sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide is prepared by a combination of sulfur with oxygen. Let us check with the reaction. Sulfur, when reacts with 2 atoms of oxygen, it gives 1 molecule of sulfur dioxide. It says that when sulfur comes in contact with oxygen, there is the formation of sulfur dioxide. Let us see what are the uses of sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide is used as a preservative for foods and drinks by killing bacteria. So students, you can see these 2 images. What is the difference in these 2 images? You can see one image. In this there is resin. Resin is a dry fruit. Okay? So this looks dull and it looks old also. But in second image you can see they look so fresh. So these are the resins which are untreated sulfuric dioxide and these are treated with sulfur dioxide. The only difference is when we spray sulfur dioxide on any food or when there is presence of sulfur dioxide in any foods and drink, it stays for a longer period. Why? Because it kills bacteria. Now you can see there is no presence of sulfur dioxide, so the germs and the bacteria which are present around and inside the food, it starts getting damaged. Okay, so sulfur dioxide is also used in making matchstick, soap, firework, gunpowder, insecticide, and etc. Let us see in our food atom. So students, these are all the foods which are high in sulfur: meat and fish, eggs, cheese, fruits, dry fruits, and tea, chocolates, dairy. Yeah, I know you all must be happy now. Yes, in chocolates also there is high amount of sulfur in dairy products. in vegetables, in cabbage, flour, broccoli, and also in grains, in breads and all, there is presence of sulfur. Now you got the point? Like see in our day-to-day life, how much amount of sulfur we have in our body. These all food atoms, they contain sulfur. Let us proceed and see how sulfur is manufactured. So students, before I start, I want you to have a look on this diagram. This is a contact process which is used for the manufacture of sulfuric acid. And now we are going to see how sulfuric acid is prepared. So, the first stage is the oxidation of sulfur. So, in this furnace, there is sulfur and dry air. There is mixture of the air in the furnace. So, what happens? There is the pass of the heat. After this, there is the formation of sulfur dioxide. Further, it is transferred into converter, where it comes in contact with vanadium oxide catalyst. So see student, this is the main stage. Okay, the second stage is the main stage in which the oxidation of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide is taking place. So this reaction doesn't happen with it, but we have to use vanadium oxide catalyst to energy up and to activate the chemical reaction. As we all know, we use catalyst to activate the chemical reaction. And what is the work of catalyst? It energy ups your reaction without getting involved. So you can see in this converter, the sulfur dioxide is converted into sulfur trioxide. See, after this sulfur trioxide, it is passed into absorber. In this, there is a flow of concentrated sulfuric acid. So see student, once stage 2 is complete, the sulfur trioxide is absorbed in the solution of 98% of sulfuric acid. So it produces a thick liquid called oleum. So what is oleum? When sulfur trioxide reacts with hydrochloric sulfuric acid, it gives you thick liquid called oleum. Once the oleum is added to water, it forms concentrated sulfuric acid. So you can see this oleum is passed from this pipe and there is inlet of water. When these two connect each other, there is outlet of sulfuric acid. And hence, by this process, sulfate sulfuric acid. And the manufacture of sulfuric acid is through contact process. The whole process is called as contact process. Let us see its properties. So student, now we saw how sulfuric acid is prepared. Now let us check some properties of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is a strong dibasic acid, as two of its hydrogen atom can replace by a metal. Okay, now you know its molecular formula is H2SO4. So the two hydrogen atoms can replace by any metal. Okay, and it reacts in a similar way to other acids with metal, carbonates, oxides, hydroxides and metal. Okay students, so these are the basic properties of sulfuric acid. Let us see now the reaction of concentrated hydrochloric sulfuric acid and sugar, which dehydrates the sugar, leaving behind a tower of carbon. In this you can see there are two beakers. In one, there is concentrated sulfuric acid and glucose, and in other, there is dilute sulfuric acid with glucose. After 15 seconds, you can see the concentrated acid reacts and it dehydrates the sugar, leaving behind a tower of carbon, whereas dilute sulfuric acid remains the same. After the interval of 60 seconds, you can see the change. You can see the sugar level. It is leaving behind the tower of carbon, and in other beaker, the dilute acid is unreacted. It stays the same from time 0 second to time 60 second. So this is the effect of concentrated sulfuric acid and dilute sulfuric acid with glucose. What is glucose? Glucose is sugar. Got this point? Let us proceed and check what are the uses of sulfuric acid. So, the dilute sulfuric acid is used as a catalyst in many organic reactions. It is also used to clean the surface of metals. The concentrated sulfuric acid, they are used in car batteries, making phosphate fertilizers, soaps and detergents. Now see student, the detergents and soap which we use, in that there is presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. Got it? It is also used to make acid rain cleanser and in the production of paints and dyes. So the painting which are on the wall, on that also concentrated sulfuric acid is used. So got the point student? How sulfuric acid is manufactured, what are the properties, and how is the effect of dilute and concentrated sulfuric acid in the combination of sugar. Okay, let's see some question and answers. Okay, so the first question is, write an equation for the burning of sulfur. So, when sulfur reacts with oxygen, it gives SO2. We read about it. When sulfur comes in contact with air, it gives sulfur dioxide. Okay. Let's see question number 2. What are the conditions needed to convert sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide? So, to convert sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, we use vanadium oxide. What is vanadium oxide? It is catalyst which converts sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide. Now in this reaction also you can see the catalyst is just used to energy up the activation of the chemical reaction. It is not involved in the reaction. Got it? Let's see question number 3. Why is sulfur trioxide not reacted with water to make sulfuric acid? So let's see. See, what will be the answer? Sulfur trioxide is absorbed into a solution of 90% of sulfuric acid to produce a thick liquid called oleum, which is C. When sulfur trioxide is reacted with sulfuric acid, it gives H2S2O7. That is called as oleum. It is thick liquid. And when we add water to this oleum, they give us concentrated sulfuric acid. Let's see question 4. What are the uses of sulfuric acid? It is used in car batteries, making phosphate fertilizer, soap and detergent. It is also used in production of paints and dyes. Okay students, I hope you understand this topic. Thank you for watching.